to another vlog and welcome back to my channel. I know I have not been updating you guys and I have not been vlogging and I'm so sorry. I've just been like feeling like ugh, for the past days. I've been also having contractions, which we thought that he was almost here, but the doctor told me that I will be having contractions throughout my whole pregnancy, which is how fun, right? And until I deliver him, so I've been having them, and it's not fun because it's painful. I have been also doing the nesting, which I'm done pretty much putting everything up and getting stuff ready for him. So example. He has pretty much taken over our whole place. His stuff, like a lot of stuff in the closet, a lot of stuff in the room, a lot of stuff in the living room, and I mean, it's part of having a baby. But yeah, I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant. I don't know how many days it tells me in the app, but I'll be 36 weeks on Wednesday. I'll be my 9 months, and it's quite a lot of emotions going on. Sorry. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm scared. I don't know, it's just a lot going on. And he dropped, my belly dropped. I'll give you guys a example of it. So my baby already dropped down and it hurts because he's putting a lot of pressure down there on my vajayjay, and I had to pee every like 20 minutes. At night I had to wake up like a lot of times. It's uncomfortable. Also, my lower back is killing me. I suffer from the sciatic nerve, which is painful. It's painful, and that combined with the pressure down there, it's not good. And oh my gosh, when you have to go to the bathroom, like TMI, but when you have to go to the bathroom every 20 minutes and you're so comfy in your bed, you know, cozy, and then you have to go pee, and it's not even a lot of pee, it's just like, it feels like a lot of pee, but it's not a lot of pee, and it's just like, seriously, it's just, but I know that in the other video I said I was gonna talk about how it has affected me and how all my triggers and scares about and fears about this with this new pregnancy. I know that we didn't plan this baby and I don't complain, I'm happy, and I feel like the times that we tried to become parents, me and my partner Kyle, feel like it was just not the right time, and God knows when it's your time, and you know when it's the perfect timing. And I don't question that because I don't know, I just, maybe we weren't ready back then, and even though I wish, you know, I can still have my baby here, but the way it has just changed a lot of things. It was hard at the beginning. It was like I was depressed a bunch, like throughout a lot of times. I felt guilty, I felt sad, I felt scared, I just felt a lot of negative emotions. I had to like seek help for myself. I had to get therapy because I knew that if I didn't get any help, and I was gonna go through this by myself, because pretty much nobody really understood how I felt. I knew that I have a high risk of getting postpartum depression, which I'm not trying to get postpartum depression, and I believe it's the worst thing, the second worst thing that you can go through. And I started getting help. I did get help, and sorry, oh my gosh, my throat. Give me 1 second. And the way it has affected me was at the beginning when we found out, we were both shocked. We did not expect this because I was in the birth control shop, and we were both just scared. We didn't want to get our hopes up and, like, you know, say to family and friends we're expecting, and then, you know, everything goes down like the road, because that's what we were used to. And we just, you know, I always try to, I got happy. I did. I was happy, but then I was scared. You know, I feel like I was the one that will always keep her hopes up. And I know, like, it wasn't his fault to feel that way, because, I mean, he also lost his babies, because they were not only mine, they were also his. And I feel like I always try to keep my hopes up and my, you know, my faith up. And it was just scary, because at the beginning it gave me like 4 different categories of what could happen. Because when I found out because I went to the hospital, and then they ended up I went because of my back pain, and then they ended up telling me I was pregnant. So my HCG was barely going up, and they told me that it was too low, and that I probably already had miscarried, and I would just start bleeding at any point, or that it was an ectopic pregnancy, or that it was just too early. So I've been through pretty much all of them. I had a stillborn at 24 weeks. I had an ectopic. My second pregnancy was an ectopic. And then my third pregnancy was a miscarriage. And now this is gonna go full term. So, I mean, I've been through all of the four different type of pregnancies. And, you know, even though with all this type of things the doctor told me at the beginning, I didn't lose faith. But then as time went on, it started hitting me. I felt happy, but then I didn't feel happy at the same time. And I remember, like, you know, I didn't feel connected to the baby, and maybe because I just mentally didn't want to feel so happy, and then if something happens, then I will, like, it will bring me down again, you know. And I just didn't want to go through that. I feel like also when I found out that he was a boy, I wanted whatever, like, my hopes was at the time to have a girl, because I knew that if I had another boy, I just didn't want to, it's not that I am gonna treat him less, but I just didn't want to be, you know, I lost a baby boy and then I'm gonna have another boy. It was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like this feeling, you know, which I felt guilty for, because when I found out I was having another boy, everybody was happy and I wasn't. And it's not because I didn't want, and not because I don't want him or I didn't want him back then. It was just I just didn't want to, you know, it's not gonna be my son. He's gonna be my son, but it's not gonna be Mateo, the one that I love, my first baby. But that it affected me in the way, because I did feel depressed. I didn't feel happy. There was times where the baby will move and I would feel so irritated, like I just didn't want to feel him move. And now that I'm far along, more months and weeks than what I didn't get to with the first pregnancy, I'm scared. I feel like even though everything has been going well so far, I feel like the birth part, it's the one that scares me the most, because I went through an experience which I was sedated and I didn't know half of the things that were going on. And I know for this birth, I'm gonna be 100% like, you know, awake, and I'm gonna know what's gonna be going on. I'm scared, but I don't lose faith. I always try to keep my faith up and just know that everything's gonna be good. And it's like little things like, oh, I have pain here, like, will that, like, you know, trigger? It was a trigger, like, not at the beginning, but like couple weeks ago, I started getting swollen from my hands and from my feet a little bit. And I remember like I would be calling the doctor, and my in-law would tell me, oh, it's just because it's hard. But in my mind, it was just like, you know, I had to call, I have to be, you know, she would tell me to call too, but it was little things like that, because from the first baby, I remember I had preeclampsia, and I started getting like that. And you know, it's always, you always live, well, in my experience, I was always scared of something, you know, and it's like I always waited for them to say something negative, because that's what I got used to of hearing every time. But thankfully, and thank you to God, everything has gone so good so far. And it's been a rough pregnancy, because you don't really, to me, I didn't feel like I got to fully enjoy like everything, because I was always scared of something new happening. At the beginning of this pregnancy, I started spotting. I remember it was like after the Christmas party at the job where I used to work at, and I just remember telling God, like, please don't, because it's scary, you know. And it did affect it on the way I saw this pregnancy, but I know that soon. I feel like once I have him in my arms, that scare, it's gonna be away, because now I have him. But then at the same time, it's gonna be hard, because it's not gonna be Mateo, and I 100% like sure, and I know that it's not Mateo, and that's Dominic, and they're two different babies. But and I love them the same, you know, even though Mateo is not here physically, he's here like spiritually. And I know that he takes care of his sibling, that it's on its way, and of me and his dad and the rest of his family. So yeah, um, everything has been going so well, and that's how it affected me. I know I didn't really go in a lot of detail, but it's because it's like I'm trying to make this a quick video. But I mean, I have not been feeling depressed no more. I feel like me doing the nesting, like folding the tiny little clothes and, you know, little things like that, had helped me to connect with the baby. And I'm thankful, because before I really didn't, there's times where I would be touching my tummy, there's times that I wouldn't talk to him, or, you know. But now I feel like I am ready to meet this little one, and I feel like all my family it's like ready to like also meet him. And everything has been going so well, and I'm happy. But yeah, that's pretty much a quick update. Later, hopefully, I will be keep you guys updated more. I'll probably do that what's in my hospital bag, if that's what you guys want to see, or like, I don't know, anything you guys want me to talk about, like, you know, put it down there so I can like know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll also talk about my ectopic pregnancy, and how I found out about that one, along on how was that I found out about this baby. And I will definitely try to record everything when the moment comes of me giving birth, or like, you know, when the time comes. So I'll try. And yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys I was in this ball because it helps a lot. So like, this is how it looks. It already dropped. I'm wearing these pants, which is like so comfortable, and this thing, it's like so deformed now, but it popped. Close. I did have some stretch marks right here, and that's the only ones I got, but because I had my appendix removed, so I have like a big old scarf now. But that's all. And I swear my clothes don't fit anymore. But that's okay. But I hope to keep blogging, and I know, like I said, I'm Zoe, and I will keep doing it. I will kind of show you guys later how it looks, because I'm not fully done with putting stuff in the house. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.